Hey everybody, happy Saturday. I was out here at the barn. I just came back from town and I got to thinking about something that happens to me pretty regularly. No matter where I go, I get people who ask, hey, how's the market? And I think I always used to think of that statement as someone just saying, hey, how are you? You know, you ask someone that, you're just trying to make conversation. You don't really care how they are. I think that the how's the market thing, that's been my hey, how are you conversation, because I haven't really put a whole lot of effort into it. And I got to thinking, I think people really do want to know how the market is when they ask me. I'm in real estate. It's kind of a natural progression. And so I got to thinking about it. We live in Wise County. I do a lot of work in Wise County, Parker County, a lot of rural farm and ranch listings, which have traditionally been very different than residential. But one thing that I find, what's going on here in our part of the world is not what's going on in Dallas. It's not what's going on in California. It's not what's going on in Frisco. And so I think that the media, their whole thing is that they want to generate leads and they want to generate views and they want to, hype things up. And so when I see on the news that, the housing market is really bad and the housing market is tanking and it's slowing, I think that really the biggest important thing that anybody can do, talk to somebody that's local in your market. Talk to someone that lives where you live. Talk to somebody that actually knows what's going on, because what we're seeing here is not what's going on in the rest of the country. Properties that are priced right, that are in a good location, that are aggressively marketed, they're still selling really quickly, and especially the farm and ranch listings. If you've got a little bit of acreage and you've got a nice house and you've got some fencing and barns and places where people that are wanting to get out of the Metroplex can come to the country, it's a really good thing. It's a good thing to have. So that's the first thing that I want to say is talk to somebody that's local in your market. That's going to be a big key on what's going on with your purchase or your sale. The second thing that I want, and this has happened a lot, I have a couple of listings and I've got buyers that think that they can come directly to the listing agent because they're going to save money. That doesn't happen. So when I take a listing, I have a listing agreement with my clients, my sellers, and part of that listing agreement, it sets forth what my responsibilities are, what my job is, what my duties are, what I can and can't sell on this property, what is and is not going to convey, and then a big part of that is how much commission those sellers are going to pay in that transaction. And then further, it says that commission is going to be split between both the buyer's agent for bringing a buyer and then the seller's agent's brokerage. So people who think that if you go directly to the listing agent that you're going to save money, really that doesn't happen. That's kind of my general feeling about it. The listing agent at that point is doing the job of both a buyer's agent and a seller's agent, and it's a very precarious position to be in because the sellers are your clients. Your loyalty is to that seller. Of course, your job is to get that home sold, and so you want to accommodate a buyer as much as you can. But thinking that you're going to save money by going directly to a listing agent, that's really, in my experience, that doesn't happen. Typically, that commission is already built into that listing agreement. So if your strategy as a buyer is to go direct, may or may not work. So my tip there for the buyers, it doesn't cost you anything as a buyer to have an agent. So we do this for a living every single day. We know how to negotiate. We know the ins and outs. We know how to get things done. And so if you're a buyer, go get an agent. Get someone that can negotiate for you, that's got your best interests at heart. And then the kind of the dovetail on that, talk to an agent that's in your market. You need somebody that's local. I've got all kinds of people from all over the country that are wanting to move to this part of the world because of the horse market, the horse things that are going on here. but they come from other parts of the country. They don't really know that Texas, one part of the county can have really good ground while the neighboring county will have black land, and it's not something you want your horses in. So if you're trying to buy something, get a local agent. That's kind of my thing for the day. So I just wanted to hop on, and I've had several people that have come to me this week that brought that to my mind. So just wanted to share it with you guys. I hope everybody has a good weekend. Do something fun. It's nice weather today, so y'all have a great weekend. Bye.